Today we're going to continue our Dynamax quest. We have done a total of 90 Dynamaxes so far, with 66 wins, which is pretty good. A few of them have been completely random ones, so that's kind of why we've missed a few. But elsewhere, we did finally get a second shiny yesterday in this Raichu. Another one I managed to get while playing offline. I was playing in Robin and with Boy from Belgium's Zekrom runs, and we got a Raichu, so that was pretty nice. Today we're gonna hopefully see one more of the new ones. We can't guarantee anything, but we'll see what happens really. I feel like I'm gonna just jump straight in and do a completely random one, but an online random one this time, because I am hoping to find some more of the Ultra Beasts. I'm a little bit behind, so that's kind of the plan, and we'll see where we go. Now, the other side I wish they could do is if you had two players, you could sort of team up and then join a random one as well, rather than having to do your own or have to go solo in them, like let randoms join as such. But that's another thing I would say is my complaint with the game. I don't really mind what we meet. Again, these are just purely to see what we could get. Now, I don't know what we're facing, which is going to make this a lot harder for me. So, let's see. It's gone Wigglytuff, so that makes me feel like it is a dragon. So, I feel like I've got to just go for this. That's a play rough on there, and we don't really care what Catherine's going for. It's not much help, Catherine. She's just there for moral support. So we have a fairy, okay. So Catherine's actually got the best thing at the moment, which is great fun. I feel like I might push to go right, but again, I don't know what we're facing. So I'm just going to click right because it's Ivysaur, and hope that the Lipard wants this. Again, because we don't know what we're facing, it kind of makes things a little bit more difficult. So let's see if this does work out in our favour. I have been joining a lot of Xerneas raids recently, so that's not been that entertaining. We've won the last two I did, I'll be honest, but not really something I enjoy doing, Xerneas raids. If I'm honest, they're pretty basic. If you've got the team, you know what you're going for, and you're either going to wipe instantly or just win. Welcome in, Taco. How was the rest of the Fortnite stream? I was lurking around, but I still want to know how you used that controller. That's my question. I can barely use a keyboard and mouse, let alone all in one. We have three real people in this one. That's why we haven't got a random microphone fan. Fair enough. Did you used to be a more keyboard and mouse or more controller player before you moved to it? I think the only person that's fake is the random like miner person, snowy person, snow expedition person. Fair enough. I've only ever played Fortnite with a controller, so I've never played it on a PC or a laptop because I know I can't. So that's the reason why I prefer playing with the PlayStation controllers a lot more than the Switch when you're playing shooting games. But when I'm playing this, I don't really need to do too much. It is rough, but it's good for these games. It's easy. Welcome in, boy from Belgium. Are you ready to give me the shiny luck today? Like when I played Fortnite, I was on the PS4 and I used to like it, but I've always said that I'm not the biggest fan of the changes that they had. Hopefully you can, yes. I don't know what I'm facing. I picked a random computer one. So I'm sort of not really sure what we're up against. So all I know is it's a fairy. And I'm with two people I don't know. So it could be a full-blown Xerneas run. It could be something else. Welcome in, Kika. How are you doing? How are you going to cope without our frog friend for a couple of days? I just don't know what we're facing. If they go fire, it means that we're facing Tapu Bulu. Very nice. Anywhere special or just around the homelands? Very nice. I have never actually been to Italy before, so I can't really say whether it's good or bad, but I know I do like pasta and pizza. That's about as Italian as I get, really. Um, let's just knock it out, I guess. Is it more sightseeing, or did you go and watch some football or something? Or I know there's so many like beautiful things in Rome. Like we obviously have Godzilla's bed, the Colosseum, and I believe we're back from the ads. As I said, PS4 was fun, but I went off all the running, mantling, sprinting, sliding that Fortnite added. I'm a very slow Fortnite player. I just like to go and collect loot and then go for a wander round. You would see if you saw me on OG Season 3. Hello, Mingo, welcome in. We are doing DAs for the month, hoping to catch or encounter everything at least once this month. Something like that. It's probably because I was always rubbish at the shooting. Like the only online game I was relatively good at shooting on was actually The Last of Us. I got pretty good at that. I either came first or last though. That was my problem. Because, but then The Last of Us was a bit more. You upgrading, not unlike Fortnite. You all start with rubbish. As such, you all start with just your outfit and you go and find loot. This one you had to do all sorts of bits and bobs to like get perks and stuff, so you got a lot of it better. I don't believe any of us have Reshiram at the moment. Sorry. My paths are Pheromosa, Heatran and Giratina. So that's what I've got. I don't know the other two people I'm playing with at the moment. No worry, Kika. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Last of Us did on the very first one. This is it had like 6 or 7 of the maps. So if you hadn't played the game, pretty much where all of the TV series take place in different environments. Like you could make like nail bombs and stuff just to like trap people around corners, and you could get different perks that could make you see through walls, so you could see where the bombs were. And there were some maps I loved, some maps I hated, but it was a lot of fun back in the day. I didn't like it on the PS4, but it was probably because I wasn't as good at it. I don't really want to swap. You can take it. Okay. I'm scared of what we're facing now, because they're not really hinting at anything other than taking the fairies all the way to the end. My theory is maybe they want ground, and it is Tapu Koko. But I'm not going to pick anything, and we'll go where they want to go. I am on shield today. Uh, Boy from Belgium does have sword. Yes. Oh, because you lost your Zygarde path, haven't you? We are happy to do some random ones and get... We are special, aren't we? So we want this one. Yeah, we're happy to do some random paths when we do these, because, again, I want to find every legendary at least once. So that'll be good. I mainly need the Ultra Beasts. What paths have you got at the moment? Because I know I've done a Reshiram, but I didn't save it. I'm not really saving anything desperately on this run, I feel. I'm just doing whatever comes my way. Okay, bingo then. I thought I said bingo, but never mind. I must have been thinking about the Beatles. We are thinking of doing some completely random ones as well today. But we could see what Fiona has. I would probably get rid of the Giratina, I think. I want to keep the Pheromosa purely because it's slightly rarer. And I can't unlock Ultra Beast unless I do randoms with people, because I haven't done the storyline yet. Thank you for the right congratulations. Yes. At the moment, I've won as many rounds as Boy from Belgium. Got as many shinies as him today. So there's that. We're not last today. But it looks like we might have a full team of 4 if you do want to join in bingo for the next one. As I said, we're tempted to try a few completely random ones today. And then mix it. We tend to do a few randoms and a few mixed up ones. But if we do the random ones, Boy from Belgium, you'll be best to host because I believe it will give you the slightly better chance of getting the Ultra Beasts compared to me, and ironically. If that's okay. We won't only do randoms, we'll do like a couple off each people's paths. But I'm happy to go and try Xurkitree, because I know you've both got Xurkitree that you're trying to do. But it's always fun just to try a completely random one. I am scared of what fairy they've decided that I'm picking. Alright, so you're kind of locked yourself into doing Gen 5 at the moment then. This makes me think it's Tapu Koko. Okay, that's good. So Tapu Koko, because they picked the ground type. See, I did get it right, eventually. And I haven't got the worst thing to face this, at least. But we do have a water and a dark type on our team. But what we'll do is we'll have a look at my path after this. And if I've got Reshiram, we can do one round of Reshiram. If not, we'll probably have to do a bit of a random one to see whether we get lucky. I can't guarantee. Now, I don't really mind doing that one again. It's not too difficult. Are they the only ones you've got left to shiny hunt or path hunting? So we're on a bit of a challenge to see who can get the most shinies this month as well, just from DAs. And somebody is winning more than the rest of us, but we're not going to say who, but it's not me. Okay. Well, as we said, we'll We'll see if Reshiram's on my shortlist. If it's on my shortlist, we'll do a round of Reshiram. Because I believe we got 4 people. And then we'll try a completely random one off Boy from Belgium. And then we could try some of these Gen 5 ones, if that makes sense. Or Zerkatry, if ironically is in, because I know you and Boy from Belgium are after that one, and it will clear something off one of your lists. I think that makes enough sense. This seemed like it was pretty easy. I think we've only lost 1 life as well. So this is good. Okay, I'll probably get hit by this. That's not a problem. Because it means the others can hit harder than me, probably. Preferably the Sand Slash. Okay, well, as you can see, I'm just about to finish off this legendary. And I believe it's going to be a win, isn't it? Let's be honest. I think that it's a... yeah, that's a win. Let's see if I can take the lead for the shiny race for the day. I still can't believe I'm at 340, I think. And only 2 shinies. Consider it 1 in 100, right? I won't be saving this Tapu run though, because it's pretty easy to do. Let's have a look. Will this be the first dupe shiny for the run? Nope. Nope. Never mind. Yes, yes. We know. As we said, let's see what she has for us today. Tapu Bulu, so no good from my end. So if we do a random from Boy from Belgium, see what we end up with. When it's ready, let us know. And then we can potentially have a 4-player team. But as we said, it's a little bit better if Boy from Belgium hosts, because then I'm guessing there'll be a slight better chance of an Ultra Beast. Any of them will do. I don't really do any battling on any of these games. Sorry. This game has nothing in it either. Sorry about that. Like, as I say, I just don't do any of the competitive battling or anything like that. I don't really enjoy it. The only one I ever do is random on Showdown. I'm assuming it's going to just be the 3 of us then. Yeah, and okay. And I can also, Charmander's easy to get in Scarlet and Violet, and I can just put it in here to do it. I think they may not join, because if they end up with something that's not Gen 5, they might not want it. That's the problem. As I said, they're doing them by generation, and we could get a Gen 6, could get something they've already got. But when we go to some of the Gen 5 ones, we could do a couple of like the Thunderous and stuff. So what do we think we'll get? I'm going to risk this just in case it's something. Alright, we thought you were only after like battling rather than DAs. Psychic? We've got not the worst team for Psychic. I think we should just stick to left because we've got a Ghost and a Dark type. I'm going to do that. And Garvantula will be pretty good against this one. Not fully sure on what the swap moves are. Thank you for stopping it. Sorry about that. I didn't realise you were DA hunting as well. I might as well just make it hit me. No, we'll play rough. We'll just go and hit it hard and see what happens. When it comes to, I might keep this and maybe I go for the Trevelyan, because at least I'll be good or better against the Wish, Grimmsnarl and the Trevenant, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's why I thought I might be slightly better with the or taking on the Trevenant at least. Because we want to get rid of the Wish Cache before we do that one. So which one of you wants to take... yeah, so which one of you would like to take the Azumarill? I would imagine Boy from Belgium would be best for it. And then maybe you then swap again for the Grimmsnarl. And then I take the Trevenant. Right, who got hit? The one that we want to keep. I'm going to just heal. Yeah, but we don't want the Azumarill against the Trevenant, really. That's my plan. So you do a double swap. The computer can just keep the bird unless there's a scientist and he gets lucky. Or I could keep mine right to the end and be a healer against the psychic type. In case... especially if Trevenant can't really do too much. That's the other option. It's up to you what you think is best, but I think you're taking this pretty much. You have bounce. Okay. On this or the Azumarill? No, I meant which one of yours currently has bounce? Is it the Wish Cache or the Azumarill? Okay, well then if you take the Azumarill, and then we could hope the computer takes the Grimmsnarl, even. And then suddenly we've got something a bit stronger, or should I take the Grimmsnarl? Maybe. And is there any psychics that you two don't want to see or have already got shiny other than Mesprit, which would be funny? If it's Solgaleo, we're pretty screwed, whatever happens. Actually, you've got Sap Sipper on this, so you might as well keep it for the grass move. For the grass type, doesn't matter. I thought you had huge power or something. So you can just keep this to the end if you want. I thought it can be Lunala because I'm on shield. This... I am tempted to actually just take this. For now. Yeah, we found this out, me and ironically, because I was hosting and we got Xerneas because he's on Sword. So if one's on the other one, it could be that. So it's just to be wary of that. And I was definitely the host of that one as well. Yeah, Garvantula should stay to the end. Yeah, I'm a shield person. Right, Garvantula is... I'm going to hit first time, and then I'll life dew second time. But there's so many psychic types, it could be any of them. Let's not forget that. We don't have to just assume it's going to be one of the one or two you've already got. It could be Tapu, Tapu Psychic, whatever it's called. Who was it that got the Cresselia? Is Vert's Habibo or M7? I get confused with people not having the same usernames in the Discord. It's even worse when they have a different name for the game. I know I do, but different name for the game, different name on Discord and Twitch, and you're like, which one's which when you all come back and meet at the end? Right, now we'll life dew just to get Garvantula back to full. Does this have a dark move? Or not? Did we say? If it does have a dark move, it has Dark Pulse. Should I just take this now? Just in case the computer doesn't. We'll see. If the computer wants it, I'll let the computer take it. If they don't want it, I'll take it. About that seems like the best plan, doesn't it? Because this would be better against both the Trevenant. What we got? You disconnected. We have a Azumarill here, which is good. I wonder what it'll turn out to be when you disconnect as well. Out of interest, ironically, if I hosted randoms and Boy from Belgium joined, is there a chance of Ultra Beast, or is it just when he hosts? Because that could solve some problems in the future. But I'm thinking I might as well risk taking this then, just to... if you've disconnected actually, we'll wait and see whether one of the computer... So if I host the random ones, then we should be fine. I just want to hit it, but I also want to get Garvantula back to full. Yeah, so I'll host the randoms going forward, and Boy from Belgium can join. But I would also say let's go for circuitry, as you've both got it on your list. If one of you gets it, it opens up a slot for someone else. I believe Boy from Belgium just disconnected because he thought it might be Lunala. That's really what it was. He didn't want one he couldn't catch. But the Zekrom ones we did with Robin went really smoothly yesterday, didn't they? Let's see. Do any of them want it? It won't tell me till I swap, will it? I'm going to have to just take it then. They both wanted it, typically. Fair enough. It's not a problem, is it? We're still going strong. I'm sure we'll find a way to beat the thing in the final. We've got relatively good coverage as well, which is kind of important. I'm sure the computer will do a gamble at the end as well. And then we can have another go with the three of us. Oh no. Well, the fact that you're there makes you happy that you've got it. Did the computer gamble? That's the better question. Did the computer want to gamble? And what was their options? Actually, the Cramorant might not be terrible with that throat move, if it is Lunala. Yeah, so that could work for us. We've got a chance. And Trick Room, if it's something fast, is good, I guess. I'm going to do this because that means you can Dynamax in the final, doesn't it? With your bug move, that would be helpful. It will be more helpful than me not doing it than you doing it. And us not getting very far. Till we get our Dynamax. Watch you get the shiny as well now. But you've had a Trevenant already this month, haven't you? And I'm sure you must have an Azumarill somewhere. The Cramorant would be the nicest shiny, but you can't get that in this run. That did a lot more than I thought it would. The only Trevenants I've had is from my randomly traded stuff I was doing back in the day. But we'll see. We're doing pretty well, I think. We've lost one life, which we could always lose one life. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Now please go for that move on the Azumarill next time, the grass move. Well, as long as you don't get it shiny, I think we'll be okay. And by the sounds of it, you've beaten it pretty easily with 3 computer characters. So I feel like we should be okay against it. Are you going to wait for us to finish before you do another one? And then, as we said, I'll try and host it and see if we can get lucky. But there are no Psychic Ultra Beasts, are there? Well, I guess Necrozma, but I don't know whether it's actually classed as an Ultra Beast or not. Because I think you have to fight 5 Ultra Beasts before you can unlock it, can't you? No, I don't want this. Come on, Sophie. Okay, well, it's still not the worst team at the moment. And I'm sure one of them will want to gamble. We have just hit the ads. Let's see, do we get a good gamble? No one wants to gamble. Interesting. And it is. Yuxi. Oh. At least it wasn't a shiny you've got already. That's the positive thing for you. Yeah. We might as well just hit it. We'll wipe it pretty easily. It'll probably hit me with a fairy move, won't it? But if the computer's nice enough and uses Throat Chop, Bug Move and Dark Move, it should do about half, I imagine, first round. And obviously the bug is going to get the Dynamax Bug Move as well. It's a big plus. I think my main goal today is to do 10 so I can officially hit 100 by the end of the day, which shouldn't be too difficult. But we also know it could be bad. If we win 10, it's even better because it means I'm winning about a quarter. Yeah, I didn't expect too much. Well, at least it wasn't Mesprit, I guess, for you. That's the positive. As long as we just keep hitting it hard, we'll be alright, I think. I kind of don't want these shiny yet because we're so close to starting Sinnoh for the shiny hunts. I want to try and once that starts, I will probably be exclusively doing Gen 4 hunts for a while. In the DAs, because there's so many legendaries to get. It's ridiculous. I would also like to see the Gen 3 fossils on the run at some point and try to catch them. But I know that's going to be a lot more difficult. Ever since I said I want them, I'm seeing them a lot less. Like, first couple of days I was seeing Cradilly every day in nearly every run. But suddenly I don't seem to see it anywhere at all. So... But I think this is a GG. I don't even need to worry because I think we've lost one life. That will be amazing. But as I say, that's because I'm in a challenge where they're trying to do the shiny hunt everything generation by generation. They're currently still in Gen 3. And there's, I think, 10 left to catch. No legendaries. It's all sort of the non-Scarlet and Violet ones. So it's pretty much 3 of the fossils, Skitty and Delcatty, Shedinja, and stuff like that. I'm going to also check to see whether we do have Reshiram first. But good luck on the shinies. At least I know these two are all the ones I've got are easy to see. I know, you know, I want Larios as well. What if we did Latios and then ironically host the Zerka so you can get the path back? Then we both get something we need. Okay, never mind then. If I host the legendary, the random one, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay. Well, we could do what we just said then. If we do ironically host Reshiram, and then Boy from Belgium host a Zerka straight after to get the Zerka back. Would that be okay with everyone? If you do want to find... Yeah, Boy from Belgium, you've still got the Zerka path, right? Before we say yes. Yeah, so we do Reshiram, then Zerka because then we give Mingu the Reshiram path, and then you can have your Zerka path back, and we have a go at Zerka between us. But if you do want to join in with more Dynamax adventures, we are currently doing them every day throughout the month of April, about the same sort of time. So feel free to follow. There is a Discord as well. We'll put this in here, where we are trying to encourage everyone just to share their shinies for this month. So we're doing a bit of a challenge with it to see what shinies everybody gets. So the code is on the screen, so if you want to grab it and join us, you're more than welcome. You want to get 50 shinies? Of course you do. Yeah, so it's up ready for you to join. And Reshiram's the fire one, isn't it? So what do we want? Ground. And that's about it, really, isn't it? Or dragon may be strong against it. I don't know. Ground dragon. Okay, that'll be our main targets. Ground and dragon. Oh, and rock. We'll give it to 20 seconds left, and if you haven't joined, we'll reset and just try it one more time. At the end of the day, we're just trying to get as many people to get as many different shinies as we can. This month, between everyone in the community, we've had a Zekrom, Lunala, Ho-Ho, Mesprit. I think someone else got a Mesprit as well this month. Not. It's no worries. Like, we know that they can go a bit slow at times. Well, the fairy seems like a good start. I might Mr. Mime or Ninjask, I guess. Nothing's overly great, but the helping hand might work. I'm taking Vileplume purely to be strong against a ground type. That's the only reason I'm taking it. So we got something strong against something we're looking for. That's my planning. There's no point me taking electric if we're going to go for ground. And we can swap out as we go up the road. So what do we have? Is Staryu worth taking, or is that fairy one worth taking? No, that's Klefki. So I imagine Staryu's the choice here. Or Starmie. There's nothing great. We can still get through it. That's the key factor here. Should we risk Glalie doing the gamble on the scientist here as well? Maybe. Before. Because it'll be no good in the actual fight. Okay. So if Glalie takes this, and then I can take the Starmie, and this should be a solid enough team. Because you remember, you've also got Helping Hand on your side. In your Mr. Mime. Or you can do Reflex and stuff. And Wigglytuff is there. That's going to be useful to resist anything. Dragon, or not even get hurt by the dragons. So this isn't as bad as it first looked. Ideally, we said that we would love the ground type, but there's also the slight cheat that we could even try and use Snarl on the Wigglytuff and Helping Hand it as a potential. Would that actually work? I don't know. Well, it would weaken all of us, but if we're not mattering too much, we could just like completely destroy it with just Wigglytuff. With that competitive. Bingo, do you normally do the DAs on your own as such, or host ones that you're doing that are random as such? Mr. Mime. Okay, well that's not a problem. Again, we're trying to do a lot of challenges, so if you ever want to do some, we should be good. If you ever want to join us with these, like Boy from Belgium does quite a lot on the genies. He's desperately trying to get them shiny, so he'll always be, he streams as well and he'll be hosting, so those ones more exclusively than I will. No, I think Glalie's going to, Glalie is swapping to, are we getting rid of Mr. Mime? I don't know if it would be worth keeping Mr. Mime for Helping Hand. I think, ironically, a Boy from Belgium does too. I'm pretty sure Boy from Belgium has the paperwork for all of them. I don't know if he knows them all off by heart. But as I said, there's a couple of Discords. We're all doing them. If you follow Boy from Belgium and myself, we'll always be hosting for a couple of hours a day, and we're always open for people to join and make a team of 4. I'm open to catch anything, as long as all I ask is I want to encounter everything once this month. Boy from Belgium's targeting a lot of the Pokemon this month, no, just in general from Gen 5. So if you do want to have people to make it a little bit easier, they're always going to be open for you. I thought Glalie was going to take this. Oh, okay. So you want to take Glalie into the final? Or... that what we're saying? Okay. I would. I was going to keep mine just for the grass move against this, really. But if you want me to gamble, I can. We'll both gamble, see who gets it. A lantern, that's pretty good. For this battle, at least, and it might be quite good in the final. But you want me to take the Star Me neck this time, because then I got the power gem. Now, I thought you would have kept mine, just for not being hit by dragon moves. And Helping Hand would have been pretty strong for rock power gem. What does more? Actually, Giga Drain's better because I can heal myself. Yes, stop flexing all your shinies off. Sorry, just delete that comment. Time him out for 5 minutes. But the only thing is, the next run we have to do will have to be a Circuitry run, because ironically, and Bowie from Belgium are both hunting Ultra Beasts. It is up to you if you want to join. I know you don't want to go too far ahead. So. Oh, that list is just what he's got this month. Not ever. That's why it's a bit frustrating that we're on the 7th. And I think he only got one yesterday as well. He got 5 in one day the other day. That was more what the problem was. But as we said, it's kind of meant to be a bit of a race and a bit of sort of showcasing what everyone's getting, which is kind of what the challenge is. Well, again, if you want to help out with the challenge and share your shinies, what we're trying to do is put them all in the Discord, and I'm making like a video of my journey with everyone I join in these rap battles, doing a bit of showing off their shinies as well. So as we said, I take this because Vileplume's useless in the final. I know Pollen Puff is good, but no. If Starmie was last, I would wait one more turn. Is that a Wish Cache in the middle? Because that might be worth taking, if it is. I think it is. I just don't click on anything and let everyone else pick. Then I can't be wrong. Okay. Never mind. What sort of ground type Pokemon doesn't have ground moves? Annoying. I might as well just not Dynamax. Actually, it doesn't make any difference. So it's not the worst and not the best thing to take. Is it better than anything we've got on the team with that moveset? It might not be terrible if it can Dynamax first turn and use Max Geyser to take away the fire strength. That's an option. But then we did want to keep Snarl, maybe. I'm just trying to think a bit more outside the box. But then Lantern is next. Yes. It probably is, but it would be way too far away. So we want the Persian to do max darkness and weaken its special defense. And we're all specially defensive. Who's Lantern again? Is that... It doesn't show me them in order. So is Lantern or Wishcash better in the final? That's the main question then. Lantern's better, okay. Okie dokie. So we want to Dynamax Persian in the final, go for 3 match darknesses, or do we want Lantern just to go for it and take away the fire strength? But will that weaken my... Because Persian's quite weak, so we don't want to wait for it to Dynamax if it doesn't heal. That's the other side of it. It would be a bit naive to leave it to Dynamax when it's got quarter health, while Lantern could take away that weakness instantly. Or take away one of its strengths. That's my thinking, that was all. If Persian had full health, I'd be happy to wait for it. But all we need is not to Dynamax first turn, Persian get knocked out, and then suddenly we don't have a Dynamax until later. Because Persian will be third to Dynamax, won't it? Because Mingu should have Dynamax first go. So that's what I'm thinking. Anyone can say yes or no. I am not physical. Guess we're going to have to go for Life Orb. We can, because technically we only needed to unlock the path, but it would be nice to win it as well. That's the only other side of it. But then if you get knocked out first turn, then it will get back round to you for the Dynamax. What does that do? Does that make fire stronger? What do you two think about the Dino now? Or just wait? It's up to you. You two are slightly better. Okay. Yeah, so do you two think yes or no to Dynamaxing? Yeah, okay. Well, we've missed it now. But we're going to snarl a bit more, hopefully. Get a few of them in. Not too bad on me. Maybe we get the confusion. Another chance at confusion then. Well, another confusion hit. And so it looks like we're going to gamble to Persian then. Does Wiggly's have something like follow me at all? We'll have to hope for the confusion, I guess, this turn. Okay, so that's going well. Now hurt yourself, please. Okay, good, good. Another hit. I think we should finish just before the ads hit, so otherwise I have to snooze it quickly. Okay, you're faster already, we've seen that at least, so at least you'll get one hit in. And that will help for, what, 3 of us hitting it after you, I think. But maybe not me, I might be faster than you. But it'll help with the water pulse and Wigglytuff's dazzling gleam, won't it? Watch us get Mingu the shiny first go. And it does... That was me hurting myself, wasn't it? I know someone else who was doing these for ages, the Reshiram ones. Okay, it's bouncing off us. Not a bit annoying with the flinch, but... Very nice. Boy from Belgium was extremely jealous of someone else's shinies for once. Uh-oh. What's gonna hit? I think we've been sort of doing Landorus on and off for a couple of weeks now. Don't you want 2 Landoruses as well? Well, we got 2 big hits off. Did you survive that? No. Yes, yes, we know. You got all the shinies. Ah, oof. Hello, Cheerio. How are you today? We're trying to win this one. I feel like it should be a win, but it's getting a bit closer than it needs to be. It's gone a bit... I think this is only 2 lows though that we've lost, so as long as we can survive. The only problem is it's faster than us. Ooh. I am good, thank you. I think we should win this. I'm hoping we can win this. Will you survive one of these? No. Well, at least we got the path. That's the key thing. We unlocked the path for you. I don't quite know how we managed to lose that in the end, because it looked like it was going so well. No worries. As we said, we're here to help people do some shiny hunting and that's why we want to do this, because it's helpful to find the ones you need. Right, so now it is boy from Belgium setting up circuitry. No, I'm not going to do Kyogre. Okay, well, we can do a... Do you want to do one of the Landorus ones that you've got, boy from Belgium, or which ones have you got on the current save you've got on, instead of having to swap the game? That is a genie. And then we could do that one first, and then if you want Mingo, you can join in. I always forget which ones you've got on which save, to be honest, because there's too many. Okay, there's no worries. Well, we can still do one of yours, boy from Belgium, or a random one if you want. We can do a random one if you're happy to do a random one. Last time we did a random one, I think just the two of us. Good luck with that, though. Okay, so you'll host a Landorus one. Okay, I haven't pressed invite yet, so I'll wait for you to say when it's ready. Thank you for the follow, and good luck with all the hunts. I'm hoping you'll be able to join some of ours as well. As we said, we will be doing some Gen 5 ones. Especially because I'm doing a challenge with the decks in order. I think you want me to take this, don't you? Just because of the rock slide? No. I want ice ready, don't I? This isn't very good against ice, so I'm going to take this. I know it's not good against the ground type, but I'm going to be looking to replace it. There is an ice there, so that's my plan, to get to the ice. Graded, and that's a good one, right? I probably picked the wrong way now, haven't I? Am I taking Aurorus, and you happy with what you've got, or are you going to go for Seeking? Or should... So we want the computer ready to take the Seeking. I've got good old Fire Lash, so I'll weaken its defense. Take the big dinosaur. It was great last night when we used it against Zekrom, so that was fun. Are you going live today in what, about 2 hours, or are you going in 1 hour as well? What's it going for? Okay, well, me. I'm just going to keep Fire Lashing because it weakens its very bulky defense. Oh, which game are you going for today? Back on your Mario hunt, or are you going for something different today? I remember you did Mario last Monday, wasn't it? Very nice. Is that on the NSO or other means, shall we say? 3D All Stars. Okay. I never really know what's on there, to be honest. Half the time I miss out what is on there and isn't, to be honest. No. Because there's nothing I really want to play on the ones I've got, I very rarely look at it. And whenever I see something new come out, it's like meh to me. I've never been too into the platforming Mario games. I like the sport games, but not the platforming ones. Not yet. Maybe in the future. We hope. Which one of them would you most like to see on their 3DS in the future, on their Switch online? I think we may get one more. But the thing is, I don't see the point of them doing just the DS if they're not going to do the 3DS. They might as well just do the 3DS. Just like next to nothing that only works on the DS, is there? We do like our big dinosaur friend. It is one of the best shinies. I'm still going to just stick to my fire lashes. Yes, I know, I know. I think it was looking at one of Austin John's theories that where that camera goes, theoretically there could be a plug-in for a second screen. Hence the idea that there could be like the second screen for a Switch, a DS even. That's why I sort of like that idea. It's just, you would think, part of me thinks that they sort of put the cease and desist on Citra and stuff so that people could, so they could copy the technology to put it into one of their own systems. Because they kind of did the same sort of thing before, like the virtual console as well, didn't they? They tried to stop all of the emulators going around, and then they made their own. That's the theory I would have with it. It would be quite interesting. It would be fun. I think it would be good if we got both. It's just, I think they would rather make you pay for them again. I would like it if you could scan the barcode and you actually get to play the game. But there isn't a way to police that. Modders probably will, but it was more, I think that Nintendo would like to set one up, their own. Like, I still never did mod my 3DS. I don't want to, just in case I break it. I know it's not overly difficult, but I'm not that type of smart for it, computer stuff. At least we know I won't be Dynamaxing in the final. Do we want to just take ground because it's easy to beat, or do you want items? I will let you click on the one you think is best. Ghost is probably easier to beat, isn't it? So I want... This is where the question came up yesterday. Is the normal gem gonna work with refrigerate? And is it worth risking it to see? I think it might be worth just risking it for one go. I won't use it against the first thing. I won't use Body Slam at all against this Pokemon. I'm going to use Body Slam in the final anyway, so I might as well see if it does anything extra. Because I had this with you and Robin last night. The normal gem was an option, but I didn't want to take it if it because it was his DA, so I didn't want to ruin it by taking the wrong item. Right. Do you want to Dynamax in the final? That's the question. I don't think you do. I don't want to Dynamax now in the final either. But I'm thinking if I do it now, it doesn't really matter. If I don't do it, it'll be back round to you. That's my thinking. I was just checking not to... Because you want to do... Is it Acid Spray you've got? Is that why you've got this one? I forgot what your moves were. I didn't look either. But again, I guess Acid Spray is no good for me, is it? You might as well just go for the Scald straight away, see if you can get an early burn. No, you want me to go for the Para Ready, don't you? I don't know. We'll just go with whatever. We should be alright with what we've got here. My ice move should do a lot of damage. I just don't want to give us all chippy damage, really, with the Rock Ball. That's my main reason why I'm just using the Lightning. I can't use it in the final anyway. It is a backup if something happens to Body Slam. But after this one, we'll try a random one if ironically he's not back. Might as well. But last time we did a random, we got you the Ho-Ho, so it worked out quite nicely for you. Not for me. But it would be quite funny if the random turned out to be Latios, Rayquaza, or Dialga as well. Also, do you check every battle between to see what Fiona is offering you? Or do you tend to just stick with what you've got? I just use Thunder. Doesn't really matter. We should finish it before I get a go. It's difficult because your paths are ones that you're determined to get at the moment, isn't it? So it's not really worth you looking to get rid of something. Like you've got the perfect free for you on the two saves you've got. And the worst thing would be you looking at something else you want and you're like, Or do you want to have a go at the Pheromosa that I've got saved up after this? Then we could do 2 Ultra Beasts. Because I know for a fact, ironically, doesn't want that one. So it was pretty easy with 2 people last time. If you get a shiny, we do a random. Otherwise, we'll do Pheromosa. That's a good deal, I think. And that gives you... And then after Pheromosa, if he's not back, we'll do a random. If he's back, we'll do Circuitry. We'll just make sure he gets that path back by the end of the day, hopefully. Now, does this work with the normal gem? I don't know. Of course it got 2 flinches. And it doesn't matter which shiny either. It doesn't have to be the legendary. That wasn't the best start. Let's try this again. Does this work? Okay. I survived. Don't worry. We're already slower than it, so it doesn't make too much difference for the speed stuff. Don't really know if that does more or less, if I'm honest. It only does it for one move though, I believe. Oh, he's got lefties. It all really depends what it goes for, doesn't it? There's no point me. We don't want a Dynamax. Is he coming for me again? Nope, doesn't matter. Greedent's not much help. We only really need me to hit, and then we've won. Nah, it did help, yeah, a little bit. Not enough, though, and I think we've completely wiped there, haven't we? That blinch on the first go probably cost us. Never mind. Well, good luck with the other shinies. Oh, we did survive. But doesn't it get another go now? Are we really relying on the NPC to somehow survive a hit? Did we get the hill cheer? That's the thing we need. No. You gonna dodge? Oh dear. Who would have thought the Dusclops was the tank of the team? Well, good luck with the other shinies. No, no, and no, of course not. It looked like it did a lot more the first time, to be honest. It nearly did like... I thought it looked like it did about how... But it only works on one turn. Right, we said we'll do Pheromosa if you didn't get a shiny, so... I just want to see what they have. Moltres, no. Maybe I should have saved that one actually, because that's going to be a good one to do on my own. So, Pheromosa. And then random. At least we know what we need for this. Just something that flies and hits hard. It is up and ready. Let's go. Well, we have unfastened already, so I guess I take that. And you don't get great. But I guess if you use Mr. Mime, you could have used Helping Hand. It might still work in our favour. We'll try and get a second fly just for safety. Doesn't look like there's a second one. Right, what do we have? Arascuda, the ghost. It's not terrible because it's I think maybe go. Both the two on the outside are good. It's a Dedenne. Okay. I imagine you want to go Dedenne next. Because at least you've got a bit of resistance there. big thing. Can you even hit this properly? Right, because I can't really do much to anything. That's the problem. You have Psychic Fangs. Yes, but I have literally dual wing beat and that's it. So I'm just going to Tailwind, make us slightly faster. It's not the great team to get through the run, I would say. That's probably the only thing I would say about this team. Like, I could have Dynamaxed into the flying move and actually done some damage and had a Tailwind, couldn't I? Oh well, at least we're defending against everything here. I just got to do something that's not going to hurt. I can't waste my moves, really. I can't believe just how useless this Pokemon is for a full run on Dynamaxes. If I'm honest. It's a nice one to have for the final, but getting there is a problem. Okay. Fine. I'm thinking that Hydro Pump is a physical move. But I might be wrong. It sounds like it should be a physical move. But this is actually a slightly scarier fight than it probably needs to be. Because we're doing everything but actually hurting it. I'm just going to hit it once. As long as I've got 5 for the final, we'll be alright. We've got a fighting one on the left, so I think it was fighting in the top left. Yeah. But as I said, my problem is that I can't actually hit it. Anything going up the route. All I've got is Taunt, Tailwind, and Feather Dance. So I'm sort of stuck, especially when we're facing special attackers. I'm sure we'll win the final, it's just the slog of getting there, because the computer wasn't helpful with Mime and Jigglypuff. It's a slow burning fight. Is Dedenne special attacking? Or does Dedenne have any particular moves I should be able to Feather Dance its attack down, like Spark or something? Or is it all like Thunderbolts and Thunders? Because if its electric move is physical, I'll just Feather Dance it. And of course I missed. That's my thing I could do for the next fight. Because I might actually survive an attack. Great. Okay. And Tailwind's very unlikely to be that helpful, from what I could imagine. I can't imagine any of us. Is that better that you're slower, Gyro Ball, isn't it? Based on how much slower you are than the target. If that's the case, I definitely won't use Tailwind. I might just have to use Taunt or something. Does have Trick Room. Yeah, so no Tail. Can I use Tailwind on the Dedenne? Is that an option? We'll find out. Maybe that would be the play. It would be funny if it worked. Right, I'm going to have to take that. Let's have some science, as they say. Let's, yeah, as we said, we'll science this and see whether it works in our favour for once. Nope, I can't do anything to it. Yeah, I'll just taunt it, so in case it tries to do something silly like Thunder Wave. Why, mine, why? Okay. Thanks, computer. Does that make things a lot worse? I'm tempted to, really tempted to. I'm just gonna have to swing and hit it. It might work out that you could get their max Steel Spike next turn anyway. Which will work out better for us. And I'm assuming you want to take Dedenne to replace your Greed Ant. We'd be dodging. Because we're in Trick Room. It's not going to really help at all, is it? I'm just going to do it. You're already screwed for it. I might as well get... If we become faster, you might become slower again. But I doubt even with this it's going to help. It's just using moves. Yeah. Just one more time. So I think you should finish it off in 3 goes. Okay, maybe not. But we're going to get stronger defensively, even though it's not going to hit us that way. That was better than it looked like it should do. And Mr. Mime's here. Good old Mr. Mime. I'm hoping it will use Helping Hand on you. And then we could maybe hit it a lot harder. But we'll see. Wait, that's gone. Why did that not stay? Well, I knew I was going to get hit eventually. There wasn't much I could do about that. I need to do that as a reply. Are we going to finish this off quickly or not? I'm just going to do it to hopefully get some damage. I know it seems like a waste, but I can't really do too much more. Let's see, are we going to get a quick... I think I said the last one should be fighting. And you said you were going to take this, didn't you? Probably. I believe, because then we've got a Dazzling Gleam and a Dual Wing Beat in the final. I would probably prefer the Dynamax, but I can't guarantee it. And oh, there's an ice. Ice or ground. It is just like Marstomp. So, what is the ice? Cryogonal, isn't it? I don't know which is best. We're all dreadful against both, to be honest. But this is another one where your steel move should do big damage, isn't it? I know you got rid of that one, didn't you? You got Dedenne now. And this is a special attacker as well, isn't it? Right. I can tell when now, can't I? Because then might help a bit. As long as it'll probably come after me with an ice move, won't it? And I survived. And mine got frozen. Remind me not to pick Pheasant again from the first bit. Deary, deary me. It's gone from bad to worse. Let's just go for a hit then. Who's he going for that one? Me. They don't want me to get to the final, do they? They know I'm the strong one. Doesn't help that the computer's being a bit stupid on this run. It's probably the worst I've seen NPCs do in a long time. I'm going to be honest, I don't think we win this one. I don't even think we make it to the final. I have little faith. We just don't hit hard enough against anything, do we? Maybe I could unfreeze the Mr. Mime. It might work in our favour. Ooh. And... well, at least it didn't get frozen again. Oh dear. Well, I'm back again. I'm just going to have to hit it, really. It's all I can really do. There's no point playing around with it. If we get lucky, we get lucky. But so far today, we're already 4 and 2. Are we going to end up at 5 and 2? I would like to think we can make it through this one. We finally did something helpful, Mr. Mime. I did not see Cryagonal being a defensive tank, to be honest. Because I seem to be doing more damage to it than you. Well, at least the computer got slightly smarter and hid. And now it's going to make me weaker, not as strong. Next we've got a trick room up. I know I've got to be careful with these, but that's not much more I can do now. I just got to make sure it doesn't stick around much longer. Well, I survived. My dive's going to hit now, isn't it? I kind of actually want to get hit now, to be honest. Just so I can fully heal. We miss out by that little much. Oh god. I think we've lost before we even get to the pheromones. We took on too many tanks, I think. Oh no, we did survive just. I thought Mr. Mime was done. I kind of need Mr. Mime to swap, but it's also not great. Can I get a big heal on Mr. Mime? It's... No, and you went dive. Well, you should finish it now, I think. I would like to think your move will do enough damage. Or maybe. Okay. So we really want Mime to swap, don't we? Just so it has some health. But then it's not very good against the fighting moves either. It's going to be a big gamble on whether we do well here. We've just got to go for our moves, the Dazzling Gleam, and hope we hit hard. Hopefully it will use Helping Hand. And we've kept the Mime. It's kept the Mime. It could maybe put our Reflect up to save our bit of bacon. If it's faster, but I don't know if it'll be faster. That's the challenge here. Did that say it was my... No, not even my Dynamax. Right. Helping Hand on me, or... throat drop on mine. Ah. Well, GG on the other ones. Good luck. I know that's not shiny. And nope. And oh no. No, we'll do a random one first. Just to take that sore taste out of our mouths. And I don't... Yeah, we'll just try one completely random one, and then maybe again after that. And try not to stick too much to me hosting the same one online back to back. But it's ready to join. I'm kind of hoping we get something funky here. And of course it is open for others, but I don't think anyone else is here. Ironically it is still at dinner / lunch, I don't know. Yeah. So we'll just go with the 2. Interesting starting lot. We'll go Absol to start things off. Why not? At least we got like relatively good coverage across the board here. There's a wide guarder in case we get Zygarde. We've lost our Pelipper chance. It is a rock. What rock ones are there? Is that an Ultra Beast? I guess we're just going to stick left for the whole way. I know I'm not great, but the rest of you are. Is rock the only rock one? One of the Ultra Beasts, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think through the basic ones. Ooh, so it is new. Mission: get there and hope for the best. Right. I'm just going to hit it. I may actually take this. Okay. And it looks like Moorland will probably join us in about half an hour. So rock poison. So we just want to keep our Pillow-swine. Who did that hit? I missed that. Okay. And we can take the 2 grass types on the left, can't we? The only reason I would say potentially us switch is to make sure we keep the Pillow-swine. That would be my only suggestion. And I would be, if I'm still weak, okay. But I'm thinking if I swap here, Because whichever one it is, I'm not very much help against either. And at least we make sure we keep the pillow swine that we want, because I'm weak. I don't want to risk losing a life on the way up. And whatever it is at the final, I'll be good against rock something, won't I? If it's rock steel, it'll be perfect for me. If it's rock, the other one, it wouldn't have been funny if this had turned out to be Celestina. I've also got a blaze kick for the grass types if we do go grass. Because you've got power up punch, haven't you? That's Blossom. There's no point taking the other two here, is there? What is the dragon? I sort of feel like we just have to stick left. Okay, you want the bug? I do have a fire move, I guess. Did I have a rock move? I can't remember. I have blaze kick, which does what? This has liquidation, okay. Is that you thinking you'll take it, or? It's difficult, because as we said, like, if it's the still one, we're both sort of, the grass isn't much help against either, is it, really? We mainly want the fighting moves. But you're also weak to the poison if it's the poison type. It's difficult, as we said. The one thing we do want to keep, as we said, is the pillow sand. But I can't figure out what the dragon was. If I could figure out what the dragon was, if it had a fighting move, it would be worth just taking that. Okay, does that have a ground move? I think that's the only real question we need to figure out. Or a fighting move, but I doubt it would have fighting, would it? I'm also tempted to keep whatever we find at the end. If we get there, that is. So we'll probably go grass just because it's easy to beat. Really. I guess is the best way to put it. And we'll just have to play into the fact that we both have fighting moves. At least that's only one life, right? And we just let the computer take what they want to take. It would be amazing if it was on one of our turns to Dynamax in the final. Yep, but that's the computer for you. It didn't help that it got sleepy and then got given insomnia as well. But as we said, we'll stick bug. I think there's a scientist here as well that they may gamble on. So it doesn't really matter what we do, they're going to do something silly. Or was the scientist before? Okay, so I'll get out of picking. They both want to swap. So... But there was this scientist which was going to be the problem. Oh, Gorgeist, not bad. Two... it's another wide guarder. Who would have thought we would have 2 wide guarders in one run? We'll get the berries and just try and sweep this quickly, I think. We've still got 3 lives. I think it's a Whimsicott, isn't it? It's not great. But... Are you thinking maybe... No, because if this is Whimsicott, it's rubbish. It's Tangler. Okay. The dream scenario is to beat this in 1 turn. That's what I have to say. Because then I can Dynamax as well for the fighting move. But I don't think we can beat this in 1 go. Maybe we can. Frozen, nice. But no, that's not what we need. It means you get to Dynamax, so you would have Max Geyser, if that does help at all. But there's no point waiting for me to Dynamax. All these times we made you the host for the randoms and we kept finding the normal ones. The time I host the random with you, we get an Ultra Beastie type thing. Let's see, they don't want to swap, so we got a solidish team. But what do we encounter? It is a jellyfish. Right, we think it'd probably still be best if you... Does this have a multi-hit move? But I think the computer will probably wide guard, won't it? I'll use wide guard, okay. I half expect Mantine to do it, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. We gotta hope that the Pillow Swine is smart. Let's see. Wonder Room, what does that do? I forgot. Okay. Mantine actually attacked. What's going on? but with the grass types as well, instead of a couple of the others that we saw. So I'm just wide guarding the whole way through this, I'm assuming. And maybe do a close combat in the last round. I seem to do very good at playing defensive on all of these. I see if it's doing defensive or attacking. Okay, Pillow Swine's not throwing, which is good. Ooh. So that means it's doing wide guard, right? I assume that's what it means. Because it's not got a attacky move. I'll just low sweep. I'm not going to risk lowering my defense for no reason. If it means I make it a little bit slower, I make it a little bit slower. It's probably the slowest one on the field. But Chippy is Chippy, right? Might make it slower than you. It has become slower than you. But that's your last Dynamax, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, well, it should survive that. Same again, see what it's doing. If it's not wide guarding, I wide guard. If it survives. If I survive. Or do we all just go in attack now? Because I think we're all faster. It is attacking. I will just wide guard for protection. Just in case. 3 of you attacking should be enough. That's okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. That is. Okay. When did it become faster than us? It was so slow before. No, what's it boosted? Special attack. But it's done 2 moves, so it should just be us now. I've really just got to attack now, haven't I? With everything I've got. And hope that it works. Maybe give me some health. Physical moves. I do get the close combat and we win. GG and good luck. Is this going to be a one and done shiny for me? I believe, as I said, Moorlander wants to join in about half an hour, which is as frustratingly as when I'm probably finishing. But we can probably do at least one with them. Yeah. Right. Let's see if we can get the 3rd shiny of the challenge. I know you're not shiny. Nor you. What about you? No shiny octopus. Boo. Actually, I probably want to save that. I'm going to get rid of Giratina because I don't fancy doing Giratina. If I'm honest. It's a lot of work. I don't want to do too much work. Right. Shall we try another random one, because that one went really well. And see if we can get lucky and find one more of the Ultra Beasts. Let's go. It is in, ready to see whether we get more luck. All we want it to do is say still. Still would be good. I know there's 4, I believe. No, 5 still, isn't there? I always forget Cartana is a thing. We might have some early ads in this one. I wish I could just press play now. Actually, I think I can do 1 minute. We'll play 1 minute and then we'll have just 30 seconds in the middle. And that gives us a chance to put together our teams and plan the routes. That's my smart play, right? Big brain idea. Let's see. Yeah, there's nobody else to join these sort of ones anyway, just fully random. I'm going to wait for the ads to finish before we press start, just so we get full communication between our picks. It shouldn't be too long, it's only a few more seconds, according to my information here. Okay, we should be back, so let's go and start. Right. Can we get some good work? So Porygon's not a bad start, is it? Let's be honest. The moveset's great. I don't really hate some of these, but I swear I've seen Mr. Mime first round every time. Oh, there's a Flygon as well. And they didn't want it. Okay. It's not too great unless you can Dynamax, is it? We have a ground. So there's definitely no Ultra Beasts that are ground types, are there? So probably ice, because that's always good for ground. And you're good against that. And then dark. And I didn't see what was in the top row, but we don't really want to take that still. So this could be Landorus again, if all we know. It could be Groudon or Zygarde. It would be funny if it was Zygarde. And it'd be funny if we could beat the Zygarde with this team. It's not actually the worst team for a Zygarde if you swap here. It's probably easier if I let you just Dynamax here. Because you've got the rock move, haven't you? Because you'll want to take this whatever we do. It'll probably be best if you took it anyway. Because the ice moves are going to work really well. Okay, we lost a life already. That's a good start. But it happens. That's why I went for a special move. And I got the Paralyze. That was good. Big body press. Now, can you consider a helping hand, Mr. Mime? That will be very nice of you. But we'll find out how smart Mime is after this. We just have another 30 seconds of that, so it's the best I could do to stop things. Yeah, I would take this just because then you've got your ice move, haven't you? Even if it is just Landorus, at least we've got two really good ice moves, and we can see what we've got later. Like, you'll be no good against the ground even with Sturdy. Because whatever happens, you could just fake tears going up the roots as well, couldn't you, for my Thunderbolts and Ice Punches and Sidekicks and whatever. Frostmoth is special, isn't it? So that would make the most sense to me. I know you do like having a Glalie team for Zygarde. Because then we could just set up a lot of fake tears, and I'm sure mine will want to do reflects and stuff. Because that's all it wants to ever do. So we might get to set up and then get the big hit ourselves. Like if Frostmoth uses Tailwind and one of us sets up the Hell, then we've got 3 Hell moves with Weatherball on it as well. So we could work. Could turn out to be a good path. It's just whether we could get enough damage done in one go. That's the main thing, really, isn't it? And I can't remember if the moves are ground or rock for Zygarde. Plus you get a bit of healing. It's still not the worst team, I don't think. I think we have to go dark, though, don't we? And then we can have water at the end. That seems sensible. Can't figure out what the dark type is, but we'll find out, I guess. If it's Absol, it's another ice move. But no, it's Linoon. That has Screech, doesn't it? If I remember rightly. Oh, I get another attack boost on this one. Okay. Right. We'll do Thunderbolt again, see if we can get a Paralyze. It worked last time. It's the move I need the least for the final. And it's probably gone for the thing that'll use Tailwind, won't it? Also Substitute is a thing. That's not bad. That's gonna... wow. I want this team for the final. I forgot that it got a helping hand for that struggle bug, didn't it? Yeah. Mr. Mime just coming in clutch with all its defensive moves. Snarl, that's going to hurt Mime, isn't it? No, nothing, really. Getting the fake tears in early. And knockout. This is not a bad team, is it? It's just that 2 of them are run by the computer. That will probably want to swap. It probably is, but if it can hit that hard... Okay. We'll see what it wants to do. It does want to swap, so it can swap. It can also substitute, so maybe it can survive a couple of those spread moves. And as we said, we just want to go water because it's smoother to beat, right? And some berries. And it'll be good against them. In whatever it is. It is an Arascuda, so it's going to hit whatever because it's so fast. But we can't help that. We knew it was going to be a thing. But I'm thinking I'm probably only going to do one more after this. I'm hoping that Morlander will make it for that last one. Right. If I Dynamax, you can Dynamax on the final if it's Landorus and put the hell up straight away, can't you? That would probably be best. I'm thinking anyway. At least. I know we would probably rather Fake Tears it if it's Zygarde, but if it's not Zygarde, we might just have the Ice move ready to hit. Especially if it's Landorus. If it's Landorus, it's fine. You'll still Fake Tears, whatever. We'll see what it is. That'll be the best thing. We'll just have to wait and see. It's what Mimey does for most of the final, really, isn't it? It tends to just do what it wants. Nothing we tell it to. And then hopefully I can get a big hit here. And maybe one shot, but I doubt it. Yes, okay, does one shot. It has no defense, this thing, I guess. I don't think a Thunderbolt would have one-shot it, though, would it? It's only because it was Max Lightning. Ah, dear. Barraskewda. This has a nice move as well, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Mimey wants to swap. Okay. It's a difficult one. At least, well, if it's just a Groudon, it's not going to be the absolute worst. But if it is Groudon, we want to get rid of the Sandstorm, really, don't we? Well, what do we have? We have a Zygarde, okay. Well, good luck. I don't actually think this would be the worst path for a Zygarde if you had the 4 people picking. I'm guessing I'm just going to have to go for it early. There's nothing else I can do. If you do Fake Tears, you Fake Tears. If you don't, you don't. See how much this does. In a weird way, if this doesn't do too much, that's too much. Ow, frozen, but it's too much. I think that's just too much damage. Yeah. If I had something else I could have done. There's a staying frozen, surely. No. Okay. Another round of Fake Tears and we might actually beat this. Stop hitting it, it's Art Liganoon. Oh. Stay frozen, stay frozen. Oh dear. I would just go for the Ice Fang now, I guess. But it's up to you. Oh. I'm dead. Hopefully you went Ice Fang. So I think it's missed one. Okay, computer. Whatever. And you missed. Oh, that's got to be the most scuffed battle. I hope it just goes and attacks Linoon. Okay. Well, two of them are surviving. You survived, so they're all still alive. Oh no. That was extremely unlucky. I think if we had one more human player, we might have actually won that. Or if we had had a chance for me to Dynamax a bit earlier. No shinies for me though. But at least it proves that Zygarde's not that difficult. I don't want to take that one though. One more random one. It seemed to go quite well. Like, they've been quite funny. Where's the code? It is up and ready. Unless, ironically, wants to do the circuitry. I don't think I would have been able to save that path, whatever happens, because of it was a random. I'm assuming it wouldn't be the same random if I did random next time. They might still be at dinner. They might have just put it on in the background. But as we said, the random ones have been good. We did get the Nihiligo, which was fun. But it's good that neither of us have had shinies today. At least it isn't just one-sided, like normal. And you're catching them all in the community game at least. I swear we've been like one hit from beating everything today. But we've lost so many. No. The Pheromosa one was the most frustrating. I think just because it was hard to get through the whole path we had. Landorus was a bit unlucky, and so was Reshiram, really. I can't believe how unlucky that Zygarde was, but it was both lucky and unlucky, because we got the early freeze, which gave us a few extra goes, but again, this is random, so I'll probably take Hitmonchan because of the move spread. We've got the bug. The bug that saves the day. But then Togetic is not terrible. But so, and it's Mr. Mime again. Every time it's Mr. Mime, isn't it? We've got a wide guarder this time. Is that going to help? Rock again. This game is really teasing us today, isn't it? I'm assuming we want to probably go right then to get a fighting type. We might as well just go hard on fighting and water. Oh, that's an Almado. I want that. Never mind. I need that for the dex hunting that we're doing. But I'll just punch this hard and hopefully we'll boost all of our attacks and we can move on. Nothing's happened in there, so nobody has taken any. I've got enough punches to deal with whatever's at the end. If it's the same as last time, at least we've got a wide guarder again, so it's not terrible. It would be funny if it was the same one though. What's going on? That. I think that's that one. Oh no, that's somebody messaging me. Are we bothered? If they want to come and talk, they can come and watch the stream. You still need Stack Attacker for yours, right? For your potential shinies at least. Both of these are potentially good for you. It's just they're not on your shortlist at the moment. Because you're focusing more on the genies, aren't you? I think we could get this one done. We have a much nicer route, at least for a rock type, unlike last time. That's going to hurt me, isn't it? But not that much, because Ordino can't attack. That's good. Fair enough. That makes sense. I'm quite happy if the computer takes this if they want it. It is a good healer, but I'm not desperate to take it myself. We have found Nihilego, and we just were like one hit away. We missed of beating a Zygarde with just two of us. It was a crazy battle. We had a Glalie and a Porygon on our side, and Fake Tears Ice Beam did over half damage on the Zygarde and froze it, and it went to its big beast form. Another Fake Tears did nearly another half of the remaining damage. Then Landsrath took out me. Oh no, I didn't want to swap that one. I pressed the wrong button. Never mind. But we've got a rock, so we might get Stack Attacker. Apart from I'm throwing already. You could take this one because it's my fault for having the wrong thing here. But then we missed the Ice Fang, which would have finished it off. So it was a bit chaos in that battle. But seemingly we've done 3 random ones and we're on the verge of a second Ultra Beast. Or a repeat of one we've already got. So there is that. But I've messed up and picked the wrong move. I think it was Barracuda at the end, wasn't it? And at the penultimate turn, one was behind a substitute and one used Endure as well. It was just funny that, as we said, if he had hit the Ice Beam, it would have been game over. And a 2-player team beats a Zygarde out of nothing. Yeah, so are you going to take this and I'll just take the water, or do you want to take the water and I'll take this? Because at least we've got the drizzle as well. So the water moves are going to hit a lot harder. Yeah, it's only fair because I was the one that took the wrong thing. Let's heal Mr. Mime a little bit. And you get the big hit and probably the KO. But we might do another random one after this. Do one more to round up to 3 hours. If you want to join, or do you want to do the circuitry? Ironically. At least if there's 3 people, there's a chance we should win pretty easily. Or do you need to go after this one, Boy from Belgium, to set up for your Mario stream? You switched because I should have kept Hitmonchan. That was my fault. Okay, so if we did the circuitry next, to get it back on Ironically's list. Yeah, there's no point going for anything other than this. We're not going to stand too much chance if we win or lose. But it's going to hit hard, at least. And we can keep the wide guarder. Yeah. You'll need to host because he took it off the list for the Reshiram for Mingu earlier. But at least we know, like, to try and get a lightning rod Pokemon if we can. Now, I am thinking I'm just going to heal people up, but I'm going to hit once, then heal up. I can't really do much. I'm an Ordino. And maybe we could get that last Ultra Beast. Like, if this does turn out to be Stack Attacker, I will be on 39 out of the 47 this month on the 7th of April. I may just do the same sort of thing. I've been doing a few randoms offline. So I believe Moreland wants to join, but I'm not sure how much longer they'll be. Because I'm sort of, well, we've nearly been 2.5 hours. Yeah, we'll do one more in the circuitry run, and that'll be it for today. Now will Life Dew get mine back to full? He's not going to be much help if it is Stack Attacker, but at least there is a wide guarder. So that's the king of the plans. Just think, if we had had that wide guarder, we could have won. But at the end of the day, no one's had a shiny yet either. Not even anyone who's joined others, other than just us two. So yeah. But the positive thing with having the Pelipper is the drizzle, so the water moves are going to hit a lot harder, aren't they? I've missed my Dynamax, but that means you Dynamax in the final if we win here. You know what, I'm going to Dynamax just to hit it hard. and then it protects you to get the Dynamax for the max knuckle in the final, if it is the right way round. There's no point missing out by one, is there? We got a 50-50. We might as well see if we got the other 50. Yeah, that's my thinking. Like, let's see if we can just get to the final. We'll knock it out somewhere along the line here. Yeah, I gotta take this. Don't worry. Like, we're pretty much all max health, so that's good going into this. If it's stack attacker, it's really slow, isn't it? So there is that as well. I'm just going to snooze that for one more round. Is it going to be lucky for me? Yeah, that's the hope. It is that. But as we said, like, liquidation is going to hit hard. Our supporting two are not great, but we have 4 lives. They can keep going down. So what do we end up with? It is the jellyfish again. Okay. But we do have a wide guarder. And as we said, if you're going to do max knuckle, you'll increase our attack, won't you? I've forgotten what the other moves you have are. That. I also have Psychic Fangs, but that's not going to really do much, is it? I'd rather get rid of the defense a little bit more. Turns out mine actually very strong against this. And if you get 3 buffs on me, I think with the water up I should be pretty good. Did we get a wide guard as well? Are we going to get that lucky? Nope, it's going for you. Okay. That's all it's going to do. It's going to be a pain later, but it's not a problem now. Oh, okay. Never mind. Basculin doing all the work. Let's see what it wants to do. Weather ball as well in the rain. Nice. Oh. I feel like I should be the fastest one on the field, right? Okay. It's one move. Power jam on mine. Fine. That's why it's there. To be taken out easily. And then you get ice body in the rain. Okay. Gets this little beast boost, but it's done 2 moves, and this should knock it out, right? What? It didn't do as much this time? What's happened? Okay, we lowered its defense again. At least we won. That's the key thing, unlike the last one. Good luck on the shinies. Okay, so we've won half of the ones we've done as well. As we said, if we set up the Zerka tree next, and then that will be it for the day, we'll just fly through that one quite nicely. We've done pretty well whenever I've done the Zerka trees. And now that we know that the lightning rod is even better. But let's see, do we get some form of shiny here? Pretty sure that's not. No. No. And no. Never mind. That's already on my list, so I've got to just make sure I press yes. That's interesting. We did that as a random and it didn't ask if I wanted to keep it on the list. But if you let us know, and ironically we'll do this circuitry for you to get it back for your list. And as I said, we're going to, if we don't start, because we're going to have ads in about 2 minutes. But we pretty much know. Yeah, well, Boy from Belgium should have it on his list. He's hosting this one for us, so we will do this one for you, and that's it. Replaces the restaurant that you did for Mingo a bit earlier. What we said we'll do. Right. The annoying thing, as I say, the ads want to start in like 2 minutes, but we can get our team together and get into a battle, can't we? We've done well. Like, this will be the 9th battle. We've got to think what's strong against the things we want to get, right? So I'm going to take this. Because we want the ground type, don't we? That's the only reason I've taken this, to replace it. Well, I didn't see an electric unless there's a lantern. I see a lot of water. There's an NDD. Dreadnought. That, nope, Cedra. Well, this is not a great selection for this. If we're honest. There is a... no. Well, at the end of the day, the goal will be solely to get it put back on the list, won't it? That's the main goal for everything. If that's all we can do, it's better than nothing, right? And I got Trope Kick, which could help. A bar stomp you saw, did you? Well, as we said, as long as we get to the final, that's the most important thing for what we're trying to do. Get that back on the list for you. That's the key thing when you're trying to just help people get them on their shortlists. Is if we get them, it's a bonus. If we just get the shortlist, that's the goal. It is still winnable from where we are. Right? It's whether we can hit it hard enough early enough. Okay, that's gonna hurt, right? Okay, I did survive. If we're going for water stuff, I might as well stick with what we've got. If I'm honest. What I've got anyway. Toko Demara might not be horrendous if it can probably take some of the moves a bit better. Resisting all the electric and the grass. And it'll be relatively good going up if they're just water types, if we don't want to swap. But then the computer will probably take the water type. What does this actually do? Okay, nothing important. It's a fast thing, this NDD, isn't it? Did not expect it to be this fast. But we beat it. We still have all our lives. That's the positive thing. We are survivors. Because as we said, Boy from Belgium won't be doing DAs today, so I don't know whether Corey or Robin or one of the others will be. We will have a little nose around who's around doing stuff between. I'm pretty much just going to keep this for the grass move against water. And we do technically have electric cover, but it's not. It's a difficult choice, to be honest. Indeed, he's not terrible. It's better than Kadabra, I'll say. That is a Starmie. So we should beat that relatively easy. But unless there is a Marstomp, you click away. But I didn't see one. I'm going for the easiest things to beat. Computer, I would like to think, or Boy from Belgium. Unless you feel like it, you can, but what do we get? A Vaporeon? That's not terrible here. It's got Water Absorb, if I'm not mistaken. But it's not great for the main fight now. Can you terror it, please? No. We tried, that was the key thing. Right. Do I gamble on the move? It's not much point. If it hits me, I'm out. It was a bad path, whatever, I think. Like, there was nothing overly strong against electric. Yeah, I thought that would go for me. At least it's something that was weak that it attacked. Never mind. As long as we get to the end, right? Big move. Sudowoodo hits the hardest against the water type. Okay. Yeah, so we were going to struggle whatever with the team that was presented to us, like, and the paths. There was nothing we could really do. It's just whether we can get some big hits on before it takes us out. Gamble on a freeze, maybe? It's an option. We've done worse before. So I know it sounds silly saying this. Is it worth Vaporeon taking Starmie to stop the computer taking it? Maybe. So we only have one water in the final. And that one just keeps swapping out. Because if it is water, doesn't it have dig? If I'm not mistaken. That's probably our best bet. I just don't want, if we go in with Vaporeon and Starmie, we're going to struggle whatever. No, it doesn't. Okay. Just all my times in Kanto I used to give it to. But never mind. We'll keep going. That's not us. Not a problem. But as I say, I'm going to do some probably. I want to do some. I want to use the word boring ones offline, just to try and get a couple of things, certain things shiny. But I will do. This is the last one on the stream. Like, it could potentially be helpful with Icy Wind, maybe. Starmie, but against the circuitry just to slow it a little bit. Like if, but that's the best we can really hope for, I guess. No, okay. We're just going to keep the. So you want to gamble or go for an item? I'm letting you two decide. Go scientist, okay. We can have a gamble. Are we going the same gamble, Vaporeon for something? Or Sudowoodo for something? It's better, but it doesn't have a ground move, does it? Or did it have a ground move? I can't remember. At least it doesn't get hit by the electric moves. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Maybe Kadabra has follow me or something silly like that. It could try it too. Right, miles away from mine. We'll just continue with trope kicks. Okay, that's okay. We've got a substitute if we want to do this one. The computer will definitely use a substitute, won't it? Let's be honest. Of course. You didn't have a ground move, did we, on this? No. Doesn't really matter. If we don't kill, I could get a little bit. I think the problem is you're the furthest away from Dynamaxing. Because you're player 1, aren't you? I'm player 2. And there wouldn't have been a way to delay it enough to get there. But we can save your Dynamax if we want to. It kind of depends how well it's going, doesn't it? Let's see, let's just get through this battle one at a time. At the end of the day, we've won this battle. We've got, ironically, circuitry back to put on his list. And we'll worry about the next battle when we step into the arena. The one positive thing is it can only power whip one of you. I know it doesn't sound great, but it's better than it being like a spread grass move, doesn't it? So that works in our favour. I feel like I should resist the electric moves as well. Is it special? Or physical? I would imagine it's special, isn't it? But power whip's a physical move. Kadabra wants it. And as we said, my trope kick should weaken physical attack. That's all I can really do to help. But we're back to the Christmas tree. Let's see how this goes. Hi Moreland. We might be we can do some more offline, but this is going to probably be the last one for the day because it's been nearly 3 hours. That's the only problem. We're trying to get some more random ones, but as I said, we'll do some offline, but we're at the 3-hour mark by the end of this one. It's not a problem. I understand. I'm hoping Corey will be on a bit later today as well, because I know Boy from Belgium isn't doing DAs today. But after this one, I'm going to take some form of a break. I need to do a little bit of an upload, and I'll be back in about 2 hours to do more with people in Discord or on other people's streams. I tend to do the equivalent of 12 till 3 UK time. But we've seen a few random ones today, so that has been good. Is this your Dynamax turn? Yes, it is. You might as well just go for it, mightn't you? We've not had the best success rate today. This is our 9th, and we've won 4 of the 8 we finished. It's Treeloo Wooloo, as Atticus would say. But I might also see if we can raid into someone else doing DAs, and hopefully there'll be some people who are doing the hosting side of it that you can join as well. That's not too bad. Substitute's even better, I guess. Hasn't it already done like 2 moves? That's going to hit hard. Weaken it some more for this. And Max quite nearly knocks it out. In a weird way, Seadra could be the saviour here, because it's going to have one more go. If it does do discharge, at least Wishcash can't be hurt and Seadra can't be knocked out. Can you survive one? Yes, you can. Let's see if we can get another win. End on a W. Better than what we tried yesterday. Yep, that's fine. I think we've won. It doesn't get free moves, surely. GG, and good luck with your shinies. And remember to save the run. Right, we'll keep this in the big screen. Let's just have a little look at the sword and shield category. Okay. Who do we have doing DAs? Typically there's nobody doing more than like normal stuff on this game. Take that off. Let's see, shiny chime. Nope. 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 And nope. Thank you for the luck, but no shinies across the board. Sadly, there's nobody else doing any DAs by the looks of it. So I've got nobody to raid into. If you want to join the Discords, we will probably be doing more for the rest of the day. But for now, this is going to be it for today. We've done 9 in the 3 hours. We're not really hunting a set thing. We're sort of going through all of the different ones we can.